Raised by Tommy Truthful. Truth Mafia music. We be bringing the truth that the mainstream hides. Welcome to another episode of the Truth Mafia podcast. We got some really amazing stuff for you guys today. We're going to get into this Black Sun doorknob ritual, but the thing is, we're going to talk about some PG stuff here on YouTube. And then we're going to go over to Mine and Donut's Rumble channel, where you'll be able to get the exclusive video for free. But, we just don't want to get taken down on YouTube. Now, all the links are down below in the description. Make sure you check out my brother Donut's Patreon. Go over there and get wicked smart. He's got some really amazing content over there. So check that out. And then if you want to get your personal decode, you can get that done on truthfultv.com and find out your role in this simulated reality. Are you one of the NPCs, or maybe you're one of the rare first player characters with the 12-strand angelic DNA? We even break down your superhero archetype. It's pretty cool. My superhero archetype is Superman. Of course, I got to do donuts so we can figure out what his is. But we got some cool stuff today. Donut's got a presentation. Brother Donut, how are you doing?
Yo, what up? Thank you so much, Tommy. And yeah, the Patreon, I put out 2 new videos, so I'll be giving out the highlights of these massive rituals that have just taken place. And I think my superhero would be either the Silver Surfer or the Toxic Avenger, one of the two.
Well, it'll match to your name. I'll do yours later just to see. That would be cool. I wanted to be the Silver Surfer or Deadpool, dude. Deadpool's kind of funny, right? But I'm Superman. That's just 42. That's what matches with my number, so that's me. Yeah, you might be Silver Surfer. I never heard of the Toxic Avenger. What's he all about?
Oh, he's just this nerd who gets dumped in some toxic waste and becomes the first superhero in New Jersey.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. I got to look into him. Would you like me to make your slides full screen like this, Donut?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay,
so
cool.
We just saw the space ritual go down. I've been covering this since at least 2021 and its connections to fertility rites, just like the Super Bowl's connected to Inanna. And we could see that this as well is connected to Inanna Ishtar, as Ishtar is connected to fertility and spring. You flip this around, it's the dang Baphomet, but it's also a phallic structure, obviously penetrating through Ishtar. You got Ishtar here, the Libra scale right here, which is connected to Ishtar as well. Or, it's connected to Aket, a balance, the sun symbolism. A lot of people...
I could see the Baphomet too. From this angle, I can see it now that you said that.
Yes, I have another slide that will show the Baphomet. But as you can see, it sort of looks like a shell. This is Venus in the shell. This was an all-woman flight. This sort of looks like a shell. You got the 33. Not a lot of people picked up on that. Probably one of the first to bring that Masonic ritual, as the Apollo missions and all that were all Freemasonic. Tons of symbolism. I believe it's also connected to the 42 in Gematria, because you got the 2 women right here that are black, and then you got the 4 other women that are orange. So it's like the 42 in there as well. But yeah, the Baphomet, when you flip this around, is the craziest thing, because the Coachella rituals, Lady Gaga was dressed up as the Baphomet. It's all over the place. But Katy Perry, right here, she's doing the shush for the secrets right there of
And they got the 31 on that donut, which when we do get into the doorknob situation today, it's heavily tied to the number 72. And the number 72, when you spell it out, it equals 31, and that number is the matrix in Chaldean. So that's interesting. NS31. So this flight must have been a while ago, huh?
This happened yesterday. So all
Oh,
these rituals are all interconnected. So first off, Ayahuasca was summoned by Crowley April 8th through 10th. Then it's Anton LaVey, the Satanic Church, Satanic Bible creator. Birthday, April 11th. The stars Lady Gaga and all that. And Black Mirror being released. And so all these rituals going down are all interconnected. And we see the Black Mirror symbolism all over the place, the secrets, Society of Hippocrates, and the Ennead, right? Because these go back to ancient deities, right? You got the Ennead or Deep Space Nine. And this was a team for the Deep Space Nine, right? You have the 9 different archetypes putting on this stunt. That's what they called it, a stunt. She comes out with the daisy. This is super connected to the springtime rituals because of the bees, the birds and the bees, the springtime. He loves me not. You pick the daisy flowers, right? The daisy. She points this to the sky after she's in the womb floating around in this thing, the Baphomet, looking like a uterus, right? I'll show another image of that. And then she kisses Mother Earth. This is Gaia. This all goes to the Eleusinian mysteries in the worship of Demeter and all the female Illuminati goddesses.
Demeter and dude, am I in the Mandela effect right now? Because I could have sworn Katy Perry died.
No, she didn't. She was dating Russell Brand, who also right before this flight got in trouble for some fertility abuse.
yeah. And that happened on a date with 33 numerology. If you add that date up, it adds up to 33. And anybody that follows me, I sent an email out the day before that. And I said, guys, strap in. We're going to have some ritual connected to the number 33. And then Russell Brand got arrested and he's got a giant 33 on his arm. But I could have sworn, bro, like I feel like I'm in a different timeline because I could have sworn I thought she passed away at one point.
Probably. But these connections, I don't know, because I know a lot of celebrities that I thought passed away, but they're still rocking it. Like, I swear Jim Jones, the rapper, passed away, but he's still.
I thought so too. He's alive?
He's dropping mixtapes and all that, like he's alive. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on. But there was a Black Mirror episode about the Mandela effect. And right here is socialist Kanye West with Katy Perry about the extraterrestrials, the aliens, showing that the birds go extinct in the year 2030, which is super connected to the agenda. Whenever you see the alien stuff like this, it's connected to the socialist, the communist agenda, which Jordan Maxwell talked about is the biggest religion on the planet.
Kanye is pretty much into some hardcore socialism now. I mean, I don't know what's going on with him, but boy, it's getting weird.
It is getting weird, and it gets weirder because it's all priming and predictive programming. So this is Black Mirror. This is the same lady that looks like Katy right here, right? They're wearing the same outfit, same hair color. It's like Katy Perry in this Black Mirror, which has the 6 people in space, just like the 6 women on space as well. This is all predictive programming.
Yeah, that Black Mirror, thanks to you, Donut, because I didn't even know season 7 was out. And it was it better in season 6? I mean, it really close. Did you get to see the episode where the guy with the long hair was a coder? He was programming
Oh, that
and
was
he
the best one. Yeah.
oh my god, dude! And them little entities tricked him into writing that code, and then it made all humanity like they sent out a frequency, kind of like the movie Cell, guys, and it just sent out a frequency to all humanity and merged with these little entities, and they did not seem too good.
That was probably the best episode
I
on it.
thought
They
so.
were all really good, but that one I did really like. And here's some imagery of the Baphomet for people who don't see it. When you flip it upside down, you can totally see it.
100%.
Yeah, yeah. We've been looking
It's the uterus. It's the female. You're right. I mean,
right in the uterus, so you can be a baby in the womb floating, and they were floating in space. So I do believe this goes into a Jack Parson ritual. Here's Lady Gaga doing the Baphomet, the hands up, the hands down,
what?
on the double cross of the Templars. I mean, how many people know this? Like, how deep are you willing to go in your research? Like, right there is the double cross of Lorraine.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I'm blown away. But this isn't a popular, this won't go viral because this isn't about divide and conquer. So this stuff won't go viral.
No, but I wonder if that's where we get the word double cross. Like you
It
double cross.
absolutely is. Yes. Yes.
Very
Double crossing.
fascinating.
Yeah. It goes into like espionage, double crossing the Gaga Temple. Not only this, but the 32, right? While
Yeah.
she's performing at Coachella with all these other bands and Bernie Sanders and all that, they're looking at this Ferris wheel with 32 spokes. I wonder what that could mean.
Oh wow, and he's throwing up the double horns because look, that one means I love you, but he has his thumb in. When their thumbs pressed in, that's the double horns. So there's a difference between the I love you sign language. And speaking of the number 32, it's a number but Dona and me both have been warning about for a long time. And it's tied to the Nephilim, the beast symbolism, the Antichrist, because they say there's been many different antichrists. And if you watch that new episode of Black Mirror, season 7, episode 1, that's literally what it starts out with, guys. She's up there teaching about the bees. The organic bees, I guess, went extinct, and they're having these robo bees now in the episode, right? And they're pretty much doing what the organic bees did, going around pollinating. And on the board, it's 1 through 32, which I found fascinating. Why are them numbers up there, 1 through 32? And, that bee symbolism, a lot of people don't know this, but that gets into the Merovingian bloodline, the bloodline of Merovic. And this is the bloodline that they say the Antichrist is supposed to come out of, the bloodline of Merovic, where though it's mixed. So some people believe, and I'm not saying this is true, I'm just saying what they believe, that some people believe that Jesus Christ actually had a bloodline, and that's what the Priory of Sion really was. And, they've made different movies on it, the Da Vinci Code, I believe. But the mixing of them two bloodlines will breed this Antichrist. So that's what they think anyways. And that beast symbolism, it's very, very prevalent. And did you notice, Donut, on the board, look what it says. Today's date is June 5th. And remember, they showed that date when she first woke up and she looked at her phone, and it was their 3-year anniversary, June 5th. And then Donut shows how that number 32 is tied to the situation that took place out there in Vegas. It was also tied to the 32 that passed away in a storm. And in the episode, I'm just going to go frame by frame here and show you this. Look, thunderstorms. So she's teaching in the classroom, and you got the thunderstorms right on the wall as the whole she shows the organic bee and then the
and the daisy right there, and that daisy. So this is trending. This is how these rituals are connected. The Netflix show is showing the daisy on the first episode, where they spent the most money getting this big actor that we see right here, the daisy. And then Katy Perry, seriously, a couple of days after this, is throwing a daisy in the sky on this historic moment.
You can't make this up, bro. And why would they have the numbers 1 through 32? That's so bizarre, right? And then it ties to beat. Like, I don't even get it. 1 through 32. I was thinking, like, why would they have that up there? Even her husband, he's a really famous actor too. He was in another series that was pretty good, where they went, I forget what it was called, but they got this ticket out of this blue machine, and it would tell them like their lifelong dream or whatever. You remember that series?
Yeah, I know that actor. He's a big actor too. I should have left him out. But yeah, that's where the whole budget went to. Probably. Well, no, they have a lot of guys. They have the Skull and Bones guy. I mean, great actor who played in John Adams and Sideways. And the other show too. Billy.
Tell the audience a little bit about what happened to her, because that's very interesting.
Yeah, they reanimated her somehow through this Neuralink, where they have to charge money for a subscription basis. So picture yourself in the future where you're connected to technology, and they say it will happen around 2040, where the new species will be created, according to many experts that are technocrats, that once you are connected to the machine, you're going to have to pay a Netflix type subscription, or you're going to be feeding ads to people wherever you walk around. I mean, pretty, I think, on point. I think this is actually what's going to happen.
Yeah, because she had like some accident or she had a tumor that was fused to her frontal lobe, and like she was never going to wake up, they said, but they were like, we got this surgery that we can do, but I'm not allowed to recommend it to you, but I can send this lady in here. And the lady comes in, and she had gotten it done herself. So the guy just wants to save his wife. He's like, well, how much is it? She's like, well, the surgery's free, but you'll have to pay for the subscription fee, which is only $300 a month. So $300 a month, but then this lady goes back to school, and she just starts saying commercials. Like when she's talking to people, she'll just spew off a commercial, right? And it's supposed to be engineered for the conversation. So the first commercial, she noticed a little kid came up to her and said, my mommy and daddy are getting divorced, and da-da-da-da. And then she recommends Christian counseling for the family, which of course, you're not, I guess, allowed to do that in school now. So the principal came to her and flipped out. They go to the company that put that neurolace in her brain. So they cut out a piece of her brain, backed it up on a computer, put a new piece in, and they went to the company like, what's going on? I feel like I have Tourette's. I'm saying these ads and stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, well, you can upgrade to the next tier where you won't do that, but that's $800 a month. And then remember, Donut, when the first time they went on their next anniversary, she just turned off in the car, bro, because they went outside of the cell range.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he panicked and turned around, and so they just kept the people that put the neurolace into her head, guys, they just kept hitting them with a higher fee,
This is Black Mirror, the show Black Mirror. And if you go to the slide of Lady Gaga, This is her new album, which is a
Sure.
black mirror. It's a broken mirror, which goes into the MK Ultra split personalities. Yes, but
Oh, there we go.
being in the simulacrum, you have Lady Gaga performing the day after Black Mirror's released, and it's the same Black Mirror, the shattered glass, the split personalities
Yep.
right there. And I know we're going to talk about the Black Sun, so everybody, you got to go over to the links of Rumble. I got that link down below you can click. But Danzig is at Coachella right now with the Black Sun. He's performing there. And the big ritual is going to go down on 4/18. This is when Abracadabra will be performed by Lady Gaga on April 18th, 4/18. And Abracadabra is 4/18 right here with Crowley. I go all over this on my Patreon. Please go to my Patreon and watch these 2 new videos that go into more detail. Please, and also go over to the Rumble where we're going to continue the stream, and I'm super excited to get into the doorknob rituals. I mean, you guys are going to be blown away by it.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating, guys. We found 12 different celebrities.
Should I end the YouTube right now? I think.
Yeah, we're gonna end the YouTube. I'm gonna end mine too. So, guys, meet us over on Rumble. We're gonna end the YouTubes, and then we'll get into the ritual tied to the doorknobs and these celebrities that were their life was taken in their home. So let's end our YouTube. What do we do? Just hit remove on it, Donut?
Yeah. I just removed mine. Yeah, you just hit
remove mine. Okay.
You like that close